pretty dramatic when you see it like that. My feet do stay more planted. Obviously, my left foot rotates out a little bit here and there, but really what it's doing is it's that rotate out on the up and the down. When my foot changes position, it rotates off of the pedal. Now with the 8-degree pedal, I feel like my foot stays a lot more firmly planted on the platform itself, which is a lot better. All right, so what does it feel like when you're riding these pedals? That's the biggest question I had when I saw them, and that's the question I'm assuming you have. Um, I don't feel slop. I don't feel the sliding sensation whatsoever. All I do is I feel my feet are more planted if I'm thinking about it. I don't think about my feet too much when I'm riding a bike, but I was like thinking about it when I'm pedaling, and I do feel like with the pedal rotating, that I do feel like my foot is more firmly planted on the pedal. So I didn't slip any pedals or anything like that while I was riding, which is something that commonly happens with my traditional flats because my feet, you saw it, my feet go up and down all the time. So that's a huge benefit. The bigger benefit I would say is on the front. Now I've dislocated this knee 3 times in my life and never had surgery. They're gonna do when I'm done riding bikes, then we're gonna go and tighten everything. But until then, it's just dumb to do it because it's gonna happen again. So I feel a lot of strain in the front of my calf, the calf muscle up front. And so when I'm riding, I notice that that feels a lot less. There's pressure that I felt my whole life. I guess it's that band or ligament that's in the front of my calves. Because rode, I've used flat pedals my whole life. There's always been that tension because your foot rotates out. We talked about that, so it's always been there. When that's not on, when you don't feel that, it's a trip, man. It doesn't feel like slop. It just feels like less pressure. And over time, like I did a long distance ride with my 29 with these pedals. And when I came back, I didn't have the tingling in my knee and my hip that I typically have. And that's just from using it like that. It's like a pump. Like if you go to the gym and you do a bunch of curls and you get a pump and it tingles. Like my hips and my knees, front of my calves and knee joints used to do that when I was done. And I noticed that didn't happen on that when I rode the 29 for, it was just like a 5-mile ride real quick down the road and back. But that's how I wanted to test it. Did I feel that? And I did. So I think that's a fantastic way to describe these. You don't feel the slop. I don't feel any loss of like, I thought maybe if I'm trying to save a wheelie and have to press real hard on a pedal, some of that inertia of the pedal moving would give me less feedback, but it didn't. My wheels would stay up. So good. That's good to know. But that's the way they feel, man. They are comfortable. They take the tension out of this part of my knee when I'm riding. That's where I notice it the most, the front of my knee and my shin. So let's talk pros and cons real quick. Okay, pros. Colors, they come in a lot of different colors. It's not just a 2-color option. There's a lot to choose from. The sizing, they do come in 3 different sizes. You can get, these are the biggest ones they make, but they do have a smaller set for smaller feet, if that's what you're looking for, so you can get that. The technology that they say they say it's going to rotate, and they say it's going to be smooth. It delivers. It does all of that. So there's not much more I would tell you, like, hey, this is something that I would do differently. There's not, man. The promise of what it does, that you're going to float, you're going to have less knee pain, and all of that is true. It's my opinion, it's true. I did not feel the same after riding on these that I do on my normal flats. Let's talk cons. So there's really, the cons are really going to be maybe price. Some people would find that these would be a little bit too expensive or out of their price range. I'll tell you, your knees are worth it. Your hips are worth it. It's more expensive to get that fixed later on in life. That's just being honest. But the price on these they hover just over $200. And I'll tell you, man, with the kit and the system that you're getting, you get the pedals, you get 3 different spring tensions, plus all the washers to micro adjust the tension, plus extra set of pins. The pins are 2 different sizes, so you can flip them upside down to make concave or convex pedals. You have so many options, man. I don't think $200 is out of league or unheard of for what you're getting. I actually think my willingness to pay would be higher than that now that I've experienced them. So that's just me. The packaging that they come in looks fantastic. You get everything that you're going to need, the tools to install it, all of that. You can get a pair. You can learn more about these at 8degreepedal.com. Go over there and take a look. There's 3 different sizes. You can see all of the colors that they have. All right, so thanks for staying tuned all the way through the end of this video. This is where I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe if you've made it this far. I appreciate it. This is the kind of content that you want to see. That'll help you out. Just hit that like button and the subscribe. And if I didn't earn your subscription or your like, man, that's cool. I'll be here doing this again another time. I appreciate you just watching BMX stuff with me, and go ride your bikes, have some fun. But we'll talk soon, fellas. See ya. Bye-bye.